Hey you guys, so I'm on my webcam and this may freeze. I don't like that. I don't know why it does that. You would think that Mac would just fix this problem. I don't even know why it's a problem. Anyways, this is 100 get to know me question and answers. You can answer these questions as well. I got to question like 13 before it froze, so I'm going to try and get through this a little bit quicker than that. Number one, who is your hero? I don't have a hero. No one has ever in my life saved my life, so I don't have a hero. Two, if you could live anywhere, where would it be? It'd be all over my country, all over America. I would just jump from place to place to place to place and just live out the rest of my life running around America. What is your biggest fear? My biggest fear is my house catching on fire. I don't know why, but it is. It is my number one fear. Actually, I do know why. A teacher in middle school asked us if you could save one thing. Um, if your house ever caught on fire, you'd have one thing you could save. What would it be? And I dwelled on that obsessively for 3 years straight. Every single day, I asked myself that question. And there were days I couldn't even leave my house because I was so scared my house was going to catch on fire. And recently, we had a huge heat wave. It got hotter here than it's been in ages. And there were some fires up north, and it scared the bejesus out of me. And we live right in front of a hill, a very, very dry hill. And so I was terrified my house was going to catch on fire. But yeah, that's my biggest fear. Four, what's your favorite family vacation? Alaska. My dad and my brother and I went to Alaska quite a while ago now. But that was my favorite family vacation. What would you change about yourself if you could? Oh God, I would change so much. I would change my thinking process. I would change my thoughts themselves. I would change the way I think. Everything about my brain, I would just change it. I would make myself smarter. I would make myself funnier. Like, I would change my brain. I would also change my height. If I could be even 3 inches taller, I would be 3 inches taller. But 3 to 5 inches would be nice. Um, Six, what really makes you angry? People, human beings, really make me angry. Seven, what motivates you to work hard? I don't work hard. I see work as being hard, but I don't see me working hard, if that makes any sense. Like, um, I find my job very easy to do. It's just a pain in the ass. Eight, what is your favorite thing about your career? First off, I wouldn't call it a career, but my all-time favorite thing about my job is that I can OCD every once in a while, and I can just focus on one thing obsessively for like 2 hours, and I love that. Nine, what is your biggest complaint about your job? The people that they hire is my biggest complaint about my job. 10, what is your proudest accomplishment? Um, Proudest accomplishment. The fact that I have a job probably is my proudest accomplishment, but I don't know. It's one of those things where my brain just is all negative, so I don't see anything I do as an accomplishment. I just see it as me getting by and doing what I have to do to get by. 11, what is your child's proudest accomplishment? I guess my proudest accomplishment is never having a child. That is my all-time favorite or proudest moment, is never having a kid. Um, I don't want kids. I don't want to populate this planet any more than it's already populated, and I think it's very selfish of people to be having so many children right now. That's just me. I guess my dog's proudest accomplishment would be going potty outside. And not going pee in the house. 12. What is your favorite book to read? I don't really read a lot. I haven't read. Well, I was reading this book called The Reviver. Interesting book, interesting concept, all that kind of stuff. But I couldn't get through it. It's not my favorite book, obviously. I really liked, I guess, the Valentine's Day Murders. I like the Happy Birthday Murders. I like mystery books a lot. There's one book that I absolutely loved, and I cannot think of it right now. I cannot think of the title of it. But it's about a girl who worked as a nanny, and the parents were werewolves, and she like found out that they're werewolves, and then the dad like turns her into a werewolf at the end of the story. It was a very interesting book. I would say that one stands out in my mind more than any other book. I can't remember what it's called though right now. What makes you laugh the most? I would say my boyfriend. It's more of a who than a what. My boyfriend definitely makes me laugh really hard sometimes. Like, there's times where he doesn't even do anything. He, like, does one little thing and it's really nothing, and I'm just, like, pissing myself laughing. 14. What was the last movie you went to? What did you think? Troy and I went and saw Geostorm. It was interesting. It was good. Predictable, but probably a better movie than any movie I've seen recently. 15. Burpee all of a sudden. What did you want to be when you were small? What I am. When I was like 5, every day, my grandparents would pick me up from school, and then my dad picked me up after he got off work around 6. Well, he didn't really get off work. It was just a time where he can come pick me up. 6 or 7, maybe 8 p.m. And every day, at one point, I guess my grandpa asked me, what do you want to be when you grow up? And I wanted to be like a doctor or something, or a lawyer. I really wanted to be a lawyer. And then I realized you had to go to school to be a lawyer. And then every job I wanted, like vet, doctor, nurse, every job. I, at 5 years old, knew I hated school. 5. I was 5. I hated school. So that's why I have the job I have. And at 5 years old, that was the job I wanted, which was working in retail. I wanted to be a cashier because I didn't have to go to school for it. 16. What does your child want to be when he or she grows up? A dog. I think he would like to stay a dog. A very proud, happy dog, I would hope. That's what he wants to be when he grows up. 17. If you could choose to do anything for a day, what would it be? Oh, dear Lord. If I could choose anything to do for a day, I had one day to do whatever I wanted, and I could go anywhere I wanted and all that kind of stuff. I'd probably go hang out with my best friend, who I never get to see. So that's what I would do with my one day, is just have a fun day with my best friend. 18. What is your favorite game or sport to watch and play? I hate sports. Like, all together, all around, just hate sports. I don't like playing any sports. I don't like watching any sport. It's probably caught steps from my family loving sports. I hate sports. 19. Would you rather ride a bike, ride a horse, or drive a car? I don't know. I don't want to drive a car. Riding a bike's nice. I mean, it depends on where you're riding the bike. I think I'd rather ride a horse. It does all the work for me. 20. What would you sing at karaoke night? Oh my god! I can't tell you how many times I've thought about this. I've never done karaoke. I should have done it when I was younger. I had an okay voice, like, but because I stopped singing, my voice sucks now. Um, I'd probably sing a LeAnn Rimes song. Any of them. They're pretty easy. 21. What two radio stations do you listen to in the car the most? Well, Troy, my boyfriend, listens to, I can't think of the radio station's name. This is a 105.3. I don't know. I can't think of what the station's name is at the time. Doesn't matter. For the most part, we don't listen to the radio. We listen to Spotify or music he's downloaded off of Spotify. 22. Which would you rather do? Wash dishes, mow the lawn, clean the bathroom, or vacuum the house? Vacuum the house. I would much rather vacuum the house than anything else. I don't have a lawn to mow, so I've never mowed a lawn before. Actually, I technically have mowed a lawn before. Definitely vacuum the house, which I should do. 23. If you could hire someone to help you, would it be with cleaning, cooking, or yard work? Technically, I kind of have all of that. I have a maid. I don't have a maid. My dad has a maid. I have a roommate who does the dishes. And I have a dad who cooks. And then since we live in a condo or a townhouse, we have an HOA, which means that they do all my yard work. So I'm kind of a princess. I've never really had to do yard work. But if I had to hire someone to help me with anything, I'd say cleaning for sure. I'm terrible at it. I'm really good at it. I just hate doing it. 24. If you could only eat one meal for the rest of your life, what would it be? Pasta, probably. If there was one thing I could eat for the rest of my life, it'd be pasta. I could just eat pasta day in and day out and never get sick of it. Who is your favorite author? I don't have one. I don't read enough to have a favorite author. 26. Have you ever had a nickname? What is it? I've had lots of nicknames. But I think the most common nickname would be Jules. Everybody calls me Jules. Yeah. 27. Do you like or dislike surprises? Why or why not? Both. I like and dislike surprises. I like spontaneity. I hate spontaneity. I like not knowing and simultaneously don't like not knowing. Even if, like, recently, I used to have to ask my boyfriend every time he wouldn't tell me where we were going. I'd be like, where are we going? Where are we going? And I finally stopped a few years ago, stopped asking where are we going and just let him go wherever we were going. Like yesterday, for example, 2 days ago, we went to Costco. Not all that exciting. But he didn't say where we were going. He just kind of drove there. I was wondering what the hell he was doing because I'm like, why are we going to the shopping center? There's no reason to. And I just let him do it, and then I figured it out myself. 28. In the evening, would you rather play games, visit relatives? Fuck no. Watch a movie or read? I would much rather watch a movie than do any of that. Not so much a movie, but TV, I guess. Would you rather vacation in Hawaii, Alaska, and why? I've been to both. I love both, but I would much rather go to Alaska. I would love to go to Alaska again. But I've been to both. I went to Maui for 14 years straight, so been there, done that. 30. Would you rather win the lottery or work at the perfect job, and why? I'd rather work at the perfect job because, first off, winning the lottery, you don't know how much you're winning. It doesn't say you win the entire lottery, and it doesn't say how much the lottery is for. So you could be one of 10 people who wins $100 million or something like that. And then the taxes on top of it, and where to put it, and how to invest it. I would rather work the perfect job and have money for the rest of my life and know I'm doing something I love than buy materialistic objects for the rest of my life and run out of money and not have a job in the end of it. But on the other hand, winning the lottery means that I have my own house. So, I don't know, I still want the perfect job. 31. Who would you want to be stranded on a deserted island with on a deserted island? Stranded with on a deserted island. I don't know. My dog. I guess I'd want to be stranded on a deserted island with my dog. I think that'd be fun. 32. If money was no object, what would you do all day? I don't know. Like, is that the same question as, like, if you had a day where you could do anything, what would you do? If money was no object and I had one day to do something, I'd probably go shopping. Because sometimes that happens where money is no object and I can go shopping. It's just the money, no object part does actually have, a limit. It's just in my limit of shopping. Let's see. 33. If you could go back in time, what year would you travel to? Not very far. If I could go back in time, and we're not talking about rewinding time, we're just talking about visiting a time in space, right? I don't know. I don't really have like a specific year that I like or wish I was a part of. Like, people want to be part of the 70s and 80s and all that shit. I would probably want to go back to like the 1600s kind of thing, like that kind of. I want to go way, way back, and see what it was like back then with no roads, no cars, no, all that. I think that'd be fun. I also like the clothing and all that kind of stuff. 34. How would your friends describe you? I have no idea. Fun, I guess? I don't know. 35. What are your hobbies? I like nature photography, or I guess used to like nature photography. I also make, or made, I guess, reborn dolls. Collect reborn dolls. Haven't done that in like a year, so. Yeah. 36. What is the best gift you've been given? Oh, my ex-boyfriend. I talk about this a lot in these questionnaires. For my birthday one year, my ex-boyfriend made me a little coffin box. Made me. Like, not a box, like a cardboard with tape kind of box. And he put some like foam in it and stuff. And he made me two pairs of earrings and gave me my all-time favorite little chocolate cookie bar. I would say that was the best gift I've ever been given in my entire life. Because it was like totally like didn't see it coming kind of thing. Like I would have never guessed in a million years that my ex-boyfriend could make earrings kind of thing. Well, not make earrings, but put earrings together. Never knew it. Um and then he showed me a year later, like that year's Halloween. He showed me how he made it. And that was like, oh my gosh, that was really awesome. I love that. 37. What is the worst gift you've received? Clothes. um, people are sweet and everything, but I would say the worst gift I've ever been given is either a C's candy gift certificate or clothing. Now, some clothes I love. My dad used to buy me pajama pants. I love pajama pants. I love sweatshirts. I love comfy clothes. But when it comes to like pajama sets or pretty shirts or whatever, like just not a fan of it. 38. Aside from necessities, what's one thing you could not go a day without? My dog, probably. I could not go a day without my dog. It's really, really hard. But I've done it. Me and my boyfriend. I've never really gone a day without my boyfriend. That's probably the hardest thing I will ever do. 39. List 2 pet peeves. Let me choose one because I have a lot. 2 pet peeves. I guess hypocrites, or maybe not. That might not be the word. No, hypocrites isn't the word. This kind of goes back. It's part of the reborn doll thing. I guess my biggest pet peeve is when people can't be honest with other people. There's a lot of horrible doll artists out there, and nobody says shit to them. Like nobody goes up to them is like, look, I understand your pricing is low, but that doll is not painted enough. You need to put more paint on that doll. Or like something, anything. Like, I guess I don't like people who can't speak up. It drives me crazy. My second pet peeve, I don't know. People who tell me what to do? I don't know. I guess, I don't know. 40. Where do you see yourself in 5 years? I hate this question because I can't even see myself into next week. Like, I've known people who've done that, who've done like the 5 year plan and all that shit, and I don't know how they do it because I day to day can't get shit done that I want to do the next day. Like I could sit here and be like, tomorrow I'm gonna wake up because I don't work till 2 p.m. and I'm gonna clean, and this is my plan on how I'm gonna do that, and then the next day I'm gonna sleep in. Like I don't know how people do the 5 year plan or where they see themselves in 5 years. I guess I see myself in my own house. Because if I don't have my own house in 5 fucking years, there's a serious problem in my life and I need to eradicate it. Um, 41. How many pairs of shoes do you own? Too many. I don't even know. Like, too many. It's more not so much shoes, it's boots. A lot. If you had if you were a superhero, what powers would you have? Powers? All of them. Duh. I think the power to be invisible would be nice. But the thing is with being invisible is you can't walk through walls. You're just unseen kind of thing. But I think to be invisible would be kind of cool because I love eavesdropping and I love knowing what people are saying about other people, and I'm a very gossipy person. So I don't know if that would work as being a superhero. I don't think I mean, maybe I could save someone's life because I overheard someone saying I want to kill somebody, but I don't know. 43. What would you do if you won the lottery? I'd buy a house. That'd be like the first thing I'd do is buy a house. Second thing I'd do is pay off my boyfriend's car. Third thing I'd do is buy my dad a new car. Maybe a new house. Give this house, pay off this house. Give this house to my roommate because he's always wanted this house and I have no fucking clue why. Yeah, I do a lot with the lottery. What form of public transportation do you prefer? Air, boat, train, bus, car, etc. Depends on where I'm going. Like, if I'm going up to my boyfriend's house, then I prefer a bus. I don't want to fly there. The train costs way too much money. I don't have a car, so the bus. Now, if I'm like going across country, I'd rather fly there than take any other form of transportation. 45. What's your favorite zoo animal? Well, first off, zoos are sad. Zoos are very sad places. I would just say what's my favorite animal because like saying a zoo animal isn't like made, I mean it's made in the zoo, but it was already pre-made out in the wild. So I would just say what's your favorite like I don't know, wild animal. It used to be the cheetah. I used to love cheetahs. They're so cute and they're fast and I love that. I'm really into giraffes right now, and I've liked tigers for a long time, but giraffes are like my new thing. 46. If you could go back in time to change one thing, what would it be? My entire fucking life. I would literally, if I can go back in time and change one thing, I would literally go back to like childhood and just change everything. 47. If you could share a meal with any four individuals living or dead, who would they be? My mom, my dad, my grandmother, and my aunt. Those would be the four people I would. Well, my mom, my dad, my grandma, yeah, four people I'd definitely have a meal with. 48. How many pillows do you need to sleep with? Technically 4. I have 4 pillows on my bed, but I only sleep with 2 of them. 49. Technically 1. Because I have like a special pillow that I absolutely love, and I have to sleep with that pillow. But I need 4 pillows in my bed. 49. What's the longest you've gone without sleep and why? 3 days? Because I didn't want to. 50. What's the tallest building you've been to the top in? Empire State Building? I guess. I don't go up into tall buildings willingly usually. So, I'd say the Empire State Building. 51. Would you rather trade intelligence for looks or looks for intelligence? I kind of have both. A little bit of both. So, would I rather be really smart and ugly or really pretty and really stupid? Both have their thing. Like the Kardashians, they're pretty, supposedly, but they're fucking morons. But they're, I guess, intelligent because they could build an empire. And then you've got like scientists. I don't know how attractive scientists are. I've never met an actual scientist. I've only seen the Big Bang Theory. I don't know. I think I would trade looks for intelligence. I think I'd rather have like a brain I could talk to smart people with, intelligent people with, and hold a conversation rather than just look pretty. 52. How often do you buy clothes? Once a month, probably. I work in retail, so that is a common side effect of working in retail. So you buy a lot of clothes. That was 52. 53. Have you ever had a secret admirer? No. Never in my life have I ever had a secret admirer. Most of them come out pretty bluntly and tell me that they admire me. 54. What's your favorite holiday? Halloween would be my favorite holiday. 55. What's the most daring thing you've ever done? Nothing. I don't do daring things. I don't know. I'm sure I've done something daring and I blocked it out because it was terrifying. 56. What was the last thing you recorded on TV? Oh, Jesus. That was like 10 years ago. So I have no fucking clue. 57. What was the last book you read? The Reviver. I didn't even finish it. 58. What is your favorite type of foreign food? Oh God, I love a lot of foreign foods. I would say Thai food's probably my Asian would be my favorite type of foreign food. 59. Are you clean or messy person? Very messy. I'm a very messy person. 60. Who would you want to play you in a movie of your life? Probably Winona Ryder. Because she's technically kind of already played a close role to my life. Well, not my life, obviously, because she was a mental institution, and I've never been in a mental institution, but she's played the role of someone with borderline personality disorder, so I would say her. 61. How long does it take you to get ready in the morning? 5 minutes. Not even. Just throw some clothes on and walk out the door. 62. What kitchen appliance do you use every day? Appliance? I don't use a kitchen appliance every day. My sink? My sink would be the kitchen appliance I use every day. 63. What's your favorite fast food chain? Jack in the Box, probably. I don't know. I like all of them. I eat a lot of fast food, so probably Jack in the Box. Maybe McDonald's. I like McDonald's. I've always eaten McDonald's my entire life, like since I was a little kid, like 2. 64. What's your favorite family recipe? We don't have family recipes. I mean, we do. We don't eat them or use them to make food with. 65. Do you love or hate roller coasters? I love roller coasters. Well, when my anxiety is not acting up, I love roller coasters. 66. What's your favorite family tradition? I don't have any. I hate family traditions. I hate the holidays. I hate my family. The fact that I have to gather with them 2 times a year, like literally my entire life, I've hated Thanksgiving and Christmas because I have to go see my family every fucking year. We can't do anything else for Christmas and Thanksgiving. Like, we have got to go spend it with our family. So there is no family tradition that I love, because those are our family traditions. Hey, bud, you want to come say hi? This is Jack. Yes? There's something you want? Do you need something, my love? Do you need something? What do you need? What are you trying to tell me? You need my hand? What do you need my hand for? Oh, kisses? Oh, my stomach's talking. He gets so weirded out when my stomach talks. It's so funny. Um, you gotta calm down a little bit. What is your favorite childhood memory? My hanging out with my older brother Billy. Those are my favorite, all-time favorite childhood memories. Um, Him throwing us up in the air and catching us, and I always was scared I was gonna hit my head on the ceiling. And we have like 30-foot ceiling kind of things. From like 15 feet. And there's no way, I mean, he was like, there was no way I was gonna hit my head on the ceiling, but I always thought I was. Those are my favorite memories. 68. What's your favorite movie? The Labyrinth. Are you cold? Is that why you're here? Because you're cold. You're shivering. 69. How old were you when you learned Santa wasn't real? How did you find out? I was young. I was really young. And I just knew. I was a very intuitive child and I just knew these things. But there was one year where I swear on my fucking life I saw Santa. Like, swear to God. 70. Is your glass half full or half empty? I guess it's half full, huh? What is the craziest thing you've done in the name of love? Lots of things. I've done some crazy shit for love. 72. What 3 items would you take with you to a deserted island? Well, you're not an item. You'd be with me on the deserted island, huh? 3 items? Probably a canteen, some sort of water bottle, a pot to boil water with, and maybe, I don't really need it. I mean, I need a compass, but if I'm living on a deserted island, why do I need a compass? Like, that's gonna be my home, so I'm gonna just hang out at my new home and, like, wander around. A shovel probably would be another one. 73. What is your favorite subject in school? My favorite subject was actually algebra. Not math, just algebra. English was okay. I hate writing reports and shit though. So math would probably be my favorite. Algebra. 74. What's the most unusual thing you've ever eaten? I don't know. Unusual thing I've ever eaten? I mean, in certain places, everything's kind of usual. You know, like if I said snail, that's completely common in France, kind of thing. I wouldn't say it's unusual. Probably nothing. 75. Do you collect anything? I collect everything. Literally everything. I collect clothes, I collect shoes, I collect dolls. I would love to collect animals. You're just the first one in my collection. 76. Is there anything you wish you'd come back into fashion? No. What? You don't believe me? Why do I want to come back in fashion? What do you know about fashion? What do you know about my taste in fashion? Bell bottoms are coming back. I love bell bottoms. I love I would really like older clothing to come back in fashion. I would love stuff from the way old days to come back in fashion. They kind of do a little bit. 77. Are you an introvert or an extrovert? Definitely an introvert. Very, very much an introvert. 78. Which of the 5 senses would you say is your strongest? Taste. I'd say taste is definitely my strongest sense. 79. Have you ever had a surprise party that was actually a surprise? No. I've never, that I know of. I don't think I've ever had it. No, not that I can remember. No one's ever thrown me a surprise party. I know when my fucking birthday is. You can't surprise me on my birthday. It's just, I don't know why people throw surprise parties. It makes no sense. Like, ugh. No, I've always planned my birthday party, so. 80. Are you related or distantly related to anyone famous? I have no fucking clue. Not a damn clue. I have no idea. I could be. It'd probably be Hitler. 81. What do you do to keep fit? Sit on my ass? I don't know. I walk to work a couple days a week and I walk home from work a couple days a week, not because I'm trying to stay in shape, but because I have to. My work is only like 2 miles from my house, so it's very easy to do. But if I start feeling a little, like, I guess, insecure about the fat on my stomach, the little fat that I have, I'll do like sit-ups or whatever. 80. I have a very fast metabolism, so sorry. 82. Does your family have a motto, spoken or unspoken? Not that I can think of. I don't think so. If you were ruler of your own country, what would be the first law you would introduce? Oh my god, I don't even know. First law, you cannot kill animals. No killing of animals. If you kill an animal, you die. Well, I mean, except for food. But like if you were to like murder a dog, like, animal abusers, my first law would be for animal abusers, you get the same exact abuse that you put on your animal or death. 84. Who was your favorite teacher in school and why? I had an English teacher named Miss Summers, and I loved her. She was so sweet and so understanding and like helped me through like my freaking sophomore year of high school, and she was great. She was awesome. 85. What 3 things do you think of the most each day? Think of a lot of things. I would say my dog, my boyfriend, and food. Food's definitely, actually, food is like the number one thing I think about. I don't know, I think about work a lot too. Even if I'm off work, I think about work. I think about a lot. My dog, food, my boyfriend though. 86. If you had a warning label, what would yours say? I don't know. Warning, I swear? I have no clue. 87. What song would you say best sums you up? Duality from Slipknot. That's how I feel like almost on a daily basis. What celebrity would you like to meet at Starbucks for a cup of coffee? None of them, because I probably don't get along with any celebrity ever. But just to hang out with a celebrity, I would probably want to hang out with, like, Johnny Depp or Matthew McConaughey might be a lot of fun to hang out with. He seems like a really, really funny guy. And, like, even if you don't know what the hell he's talking about, I bet you anything, it would make you crack up. So, probably Matthew McConaughey. Who was your first crush? My older brother, well, I don't know. Probably a guy I, like, met when I was 6 months old. Bryant or Talon might have been my first crush. I don't know. I had a lot of crushes when I was a child. But the first crush that I can really, really remember, my dog is acting like a cat right now, and he's trying to kill my hand. First crush I can really, really remember was my brother Billy's best friend, Kevin. He was like my everything when I was 4 and 5. He was just my everything. 90. What's the most interesting thing you can see out your office or kitchen window? I'm sitting in my living room, so the most interesting thing out of my living room right now is the sky. Maybe the plants in front of me. There's really not anything interesting in front of my face right now. 91. On a scale of 1 to 10, how funny would you say you are? Well, a lot of people, when I tell them the truth, they always go, "Oh my God, you're so funny." Um, I would say I'm like maybe a 6, 5 or 6. I don't purposely go out to make people laugh, but ow, I tend to end up making people laugh. 92. Where do you see yourself in 10 years? Same thing. I don't go by years. I literally go day to day here. Hopefully with a house. That's all I care about right now is having my own house. And if I don't have a house in 10 years, I'm gonna shoot myself in the head or pray to God I'm dying soon. 93. What was your first job? Working for my dad, probably. Don't want a toy. You've been biting my hand, and you don't want turtle. But my first job was working for my dad. My first real job, babysitting, my first real job, I worked at a store called A Child's Delight, which is a toy store here in the Bay Area. There's, I think, 3 of them. 94. If you could join any past or current music group, which would you want to join? I'd love to be a part of Slipknot. That would be so much fun. Oh my God, I would die if I was a part of Slipknot. I don't care what I did. If they wanted me to run around on the stage and be crazy all night, that's what I would do. Because that's all I can do in a band. And it'd be so much fun to like dress up and hang out with Corey Taylor and all of them. And oh my God. That'd be my favorite job in the entire world. Just running around stage with Corey Taylor and doing crazy shit. 95. How many languages do you speak? 1! I speak a little bit of a few different languages. Like, I can't speak it per se. I know a couple words from several different languages, but fluently English. And a lot of people are going to say, you don't speak English because this is not English. American. I speak American. 96. What is your favorite family holiday tradition? Like I said before, I hate family traditions and I hate my family. 97. Who is the most intelligent person you know? Probably this guy named Matt. He's probably the most intelligent person I know. 98. If you had to describe yourself as an animal, which would it be? A lion? I don't know. Maybe a cat? A dog? I don't know. I don't reflect myself into an animal, if that makes any sense. Like, I don't think about what animal I would be if I were, or like what animal describes who I am. I love to eat. Maybe a monkey. I'm messy. I love to eat. I'm erratic. I'd be probably a monkey. 99. What is one thing you will never do again? Never date a stoner. I will never in my life ever date anyone who smokes any amount of marijuana ever again in my life. Like, I like marijuana. Marijuana's nice on occasion. But people get way too easily, like, people say it's not addictive. But if you have to smoke something or eat something or do something like a million times a day, and that's all you do for the most part, and you have got to do it no matter what, it's an addiction. And I hate people like that. I cannot, that's probably another big pet peeve, is people who cannot, like, put things into moderation, who can't do things moderately. Like, I can smoke a joint. I can take 4 puffs of a joint, like, every few months. I haven't smoked weed in over a year. And it's not an accomplishment thing. It's literally because I don't hang out with stoners. And if I do hang out with a stoner, I previously told them that I don't want to take a puff of smoke. So, or I don't want to, you know, take a hit. So they just automatically label me as not smoking marijuana. So I don't change their opinion, because it's like one or the other with these people. Either you don't smoke or you do. And anytime they smoke, you must smoke if you smoke. And if you don't smoke, if you say, I don't want to smoke right now, then therefore you don't smoke, and it's just what you're labeled as. So I will never in my life date a stoner ever again. I learned my lesson the first time. I really learned my lesson the second time. 100. Who knows you best? I know a lot of people know me really well because I'm a very open book, and knows me best. I would probably say my dad knows me best. My boyfriend, probably, I want to say my boyfriend knows me the best. But I feel like my dad, because obviously he raised me and everything, I would say my dad knows me best. And there's times where my dad will do or say something, and I'm like, what? How do you know that? Like, I don't do that around you, so how do you know that? It's really kind of trippy. Yeah. That's what I would say. Anyways, thank you for watching, and I hope this kind of gave you a little bit of a glimpse into who I am, maybe. I might do another one of these, maybe not so many questions next time, but I might do another one just to see what other questions there are out there. And technically, to me, this wasn't 100 questions. This was more like 95 questions, because quite a few of the questions were kind of repetitive, just asked in a different way. And I think there could have been a lot more questions asked about me personally, like not about books, but like, what's your favorite movie? I mean, or what are your 5 top favorite movies? Or what are your 5 top favorite bands? What's your favorite breed of animal or dog or cat, or, you know, that kind of stuff. Me. He's so cute. So anyways, thank you for watching. Say bye, Jack. Bye-bye. Wave. Shake. Shake. Come on, shake. Oh. You're so cute. You're so cute. Like, what breed of dog do you own? I don't know. People say so many different things. The other day we got Corgi. I rescued him. So we gotta get a DNA test done for him, figure out what he is. Anyways, thanks for watching, you guys. Bye.